All right, all right, all right. Mr. Chase on the case here up in the Hit Factory today. We like to bring you this stuff live. If you haven't had a chance, if you want to know what's working out, if you need to get a deal on demand, if you want to turn strangers into clients, if you agree that the best marketer always wins, go to joingetmoneynow.com. It's a link to our Facebook group. Today, we all are very privileged. We have my man Chase, who is prepared because Chase is on the case.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, Chase is from Louisiana, so if he hits you with a little, nah, 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 it's just because he grew up there. No, that's a little inside joke for kids from the 90s. But what's up, brother?
Nothing much, man.
Thanks for joining us and bringing value to people today.
Oh, no problem.
So, little backstory. Chase was a partner of ours. So, you know, there's all sorts of different types of open houses. Today, we're going to talk about the ultimate open house funnel. You know, we haven't really interviewed anybody here in the Hit Factory that's actually been doing the funnel, and Chase is going to be a little bit unique because Chase has always done at least what we would refer to as a mega open house. And mega open house meaning, you know, he's always at least put out 20 more plus signs from day one. You know, he's been an ISA, he's made the calls, he's done it all. But, you know, this all really starts back to, you know, me and Chase going snow skiing back in April. We were on a ski lift. I know we had some chicken tenders that day. I know I did. I'm not sure. Chase put me to bed. He likes to go from sun up to sundown. And anyway, he's also eating a raccoon, but we'll save that for the end. And
Not right now.
Yeah, but he likes raccoons. But anyway, the point is that Chase, man, you've been out there executing these ultimate open houses, running ads, stuff like that. So what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the week of the open house. But before we do, you know, kind of give us a little context. Right now, do you have anything in the closing? You got anything under contract from open house?
Yeah, I got one closing next month.
Next month?
Open house. Yeah.
So open houses work?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you've given me some insight and some good perspective. So I want you to, you know, share some of those pro tips. So let's talk about, you know, open houses and kind of, you know, maybe how they've evolved for you. What are you doing now that's working so well?
What I'm doing now, just, you know, running ads. You go digitally and you go physically from the open house.
Okay.
So do you want me to talk about the whole week?
Yeah. Let's talk about the whole week.
All right, talk about the whole week. So typically you want to set up your open house for the weekend on Monday, early in the week as possible. All right, this is to build leverage, get the word out that you're doing an open house, and to set up all the ads and funnels that you need to do it, which is pretty simple.
Okay. So you want to set it up on Monday for our open house on the weekend.
Yep.
Any pro tips when you're picking the day or time?
Pro tip. So when you set it up on a weekend, you want to pick something that's not in line with a sporting event. Say around here, so we're in Dallas, so you don't want open house during the Dallas Cowboys.
Have you ever done that before?
I might have. Not too good of a turnout.
Yeah. So you want to make sure you're not competing out there with the people with the bigger budgets.
Correct.
There you go. Because you're fighting for those eyeballs. Because here, open houses, you know, they're just opportunities and event. And what I like to tell people is you are the promoter, right? You're the open house. You're in business of promoting that thing. You want to promote it and get people there. So having that, you know, that timeline of having it on Monday. Now you said you want to schedule it. What earlier? What do you mean by schedule an open house? What do you mean? What do you do when you decided you're going to do one?
All right. So yeah, you want to put it in the MLS, and once you put it in the MLS, typically the best open house you want to do like 3 to 4 hours. You know, most people do 2 hours, but 3 to 4 hours you get people enough time to get there and everything like that. But you schedule in an MLS, and what that'll do, that'll send it automatically out to all those third-party sites like Zillow, Realtor.com and stuff.
So you want to go into the MLS. You want to edit somewhere in your MLS, depending on your MLS. You want to edit the actual listing and find the place where you can actually schedule an open house. In ours, we have that ability. I'm sure everybody else does. Correct. And then that means it will syndicate with all of the other sites that are leveraging that data and help you get more eyeballs. So You're doing that on Monday, getting it scheduled right away.
Monday, latest Wednesday, no later than Wednesday.
All right.
Because after that, you know, people like to do open houses, like decide they want to do an open house on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
But even doing that simple thing as putting in an MLS, it doesn't have time to get to those third-party sites for other people to see and schedule their time to go see the open house during the weekend.
Gotcha. All right. So we got it scheduled.
Yeah, got it scheduled. So next thing you want to do is get everything digitally done. So get your Facebook ads. So what I like to do, since it's only a week, I do $10 a day. You could do more. Do a single property Facebook ad just for the open house. Have the link. Don't put too much information on the ad, and have that funneled to your CRM, to the property. And once those people get in there, get on your CRM, they automatically go to the drip.
The drip.
The drip.
You're probably talking over a lot of people's heads right now. So what you're saying is you're going to do a single property ad in Facebook. And for those of you that might not know and you haven't seen, we have laid this all out in a 35-page book here called the Get Money Now Ultimate Open House Funnel. But what he's referring to is you want to. Do you want to talk about? You said you don't want to do too much in the ad. Do you want to expand on that a little bit?
Yeah. So when you want to do the ad, you only want to put one picture in an ad, and you don't really want to do the square. I never really want to do the square footage or bedrooms. You could do the bedrooms, but that kind of
nothing that can rule it out.
Yes, nothing that limits.
So you want the sizzle, not the steak. You don't want to give them any of the details. Give them the door, but not the hinge.
Yeah, you want them to click that link and sign up and give you your information. So
that's a good point. Is there? Do you do anything? You just take the picture with your phone, or just pull pictures off the MLS, just something like that?
Yeah, just pull the picture off the MLS.
Okay, all right.
And you could do that even if you don't have the listing. I mean, how I get listings, if I don't,
what I would do, just so you know.
What's that?
I'd put the picture in upside down. I'm just saying.
That's a good little trick.
Yeah. Well, a guy did that once on an ad, and I was like, "This guy put his picture in upside down. What a weird." And I was like, "Hey, wait a minute. I think he did that on purpose." And then I was like, "Oh, he's smart," because there was writing on it, so the writing wasn't upside down, but the picture being upside down made me stop.
That is smart.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah, but that's the point. You want to sell the click, so keep going.
Mm-hmm. So you sell the click, just sign up, and what you want to do is you want to have that what it's called when they sign up in Facebook, so it auto generates their information.
So like a lead ad.
Lead ad.
Okay.
Yes. So
you're running lead ads.
Do lead ads.
That way you don't need a website, but then you're importing that data into your CRM.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know people who do everything just to Zillow and just use lead ads, and they send everybody to Zillow.
Huh. No, thank you.
But no, it's best to put them in your CRM.
Right.
Yeah, the lead ad is simple. So their information auto-populates, so they don't have to sit there and type up incorrect information.
Yep.
So you already have it. So it's pretty simple for there.
That's going to help with pull through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it auto completes.
Yep.
Yep. Just pulls right from their profile.
Mm-hmm. And
if you're not using lead ads, you should be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, with my CRM right now, we have to just get the CVS file and auto put them in there, but it's not a hard thing.
All right, keep going.
All right. So yeah, so once they get in, I put them in a CRM. They go to the first stage of my stage is what I call the attract buyer, and it's they get dripped on pretty hard. It's hit them straight up.
So right so you're getting an opt-in for the registration because you've given everything, but you didn't give the address for the ad. So they're
address are like details.
So you're using the property as the tripwire or the bait or the lead magnet, if you will.
Yeah, because not everybody's going to be looking for a 5-bedroom.
Gotcha.
You might have somebody in there.
So you're using this just to get leads too.
Yeah.
Oh, get in the leads. The leads.
I like the leads. All right. So yeah. So once they get in a drip, they get hit by.
You said $10 a day usually.
I do $10 a day.
Yeah. How many leads do you think you get for an average open house from your online?
It depends on the house. If it's something
the most on one.
The most?
Yeah, that you've ever gotten from one open house.
19.
That's not bad.
I think it was like 3 or 4 days. So.
Okay, gotcha.
19 leads. But it depends on the house. If the house has something unique in it, like this one was by a lake. If it's next to a lake, you could sell the lake, and you could target just people who, like to go boating, like to go skiing on a lake, lay down.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different target for that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like homes with pools and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
you can really narrow it down to get a lot of clicks.
Gotcha. All right. Liking it?
Yeah. All right. So that's one aspect for the Facebook ad. You actually run itself. For then what I do, you go in the Facebook and you create a community page or city page. So like say Frisco, got one called Frisco's Finest Homes that I created, and I pretty much run all my ads from it.
Did you come up with that yourself?
Yes, sir.
That's smart.
Well, I actually got two. I got that one. That's the one I run the ads on, and the other one is like Frisco's Weekend Open Houses.
Okay.
And on that page, I create an event for the open house.
Oh, so you're leveraging the internal event functionality.
Yes.
To get more audience.
More leads, and more people to the open house.
And are you promoting that event?
I am.
Oh, hitting them with the 1-2.
With the 1-2. It's a so that one for the event is just going to be a simple boost of the property. I make it pretty broad since I'm targeting people on the Facebook ad. I make it pretty broad, and I only do like $2 a day for that.
Gotcha.
So, but you get responses and events, and you can message these people straight up.
Yeah,
if
that's
they don't
awesome.
show up, or if they show up.
So after the open house, you got a list of people that you can reach out to. You can message them, talk to them. So you're building a warm audience, and you can also invite those people to future open houses as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right.
Yeah. So after that, so that's pretty much all digitally got right now. You got those two things running.
Yep.
So, and during the week, what you should be doing is you should be knocking on doors.
Gotcha.
Around the house, and just inviting people around there, and that's a good way to get sellers as well.
Okay. So now we can invite people. We can go around the house, invite people. We have a reason to invite people. Mm-hmm. We're running the selection ad. We're running the event boost from the page with the value enriched naming convention, right? Or the cool naming convention. I think we use something like Neighborhood Advisor or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it, man. And then the doors actually are going to bring you in some sellers. What else you got?
Well, if you don't feel like knocking on doors, you can always do like little flyers, print flyers, or do door hangers, inviting people.
You doing any pixeling?
Pixeling?
Yeah.
No, like retargeting?
Yeah.
No
retargeting.
I need to.
Yeah. There you go.
I need to.
Well, hey, man, it's still ultimate.
Yeah, it's still ultimate. I could always get it up.
Now, then what about and at this point, so what day are we at right now? When's all this done by?
This is done by the first day.
Okay, so this is day one of an open house. You're doing an open house. You're doing this on Monday if you're doing an open house on Saturday. It's going to give you more runway to leverage that property. You're going to pick out the right property with the right features, but you're not going to go into any of the details, less details, more engagement, more leads.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And, the goal is to just get these people face to face.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Mm-hmm. So the next thing, that's pretty much it. I'll let that run for the week, and leading up, you want to get their sign. You want to get an open house sign with the date and time. You want to put that in a property as soon as possible as well, just to get the traffic, get the neighbors knowing about that. And that's pretty much it for the
for the pre-launch.
The pre-launch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to make it a super mega open house, you want to host an event. Do an event. I was thinking do like a theme, do like a Hulu theme or something, have a barbecue. And and that'll bring people in.
There you go. Hey, everybody likes barbecue here in Texas. All right, so now what? So now what day are we at? We got all this running.
Mm-hmm.
Then what do you just let it ride? It's kind of like a trout line. You just set it and forget it.
Yeah, you set and forget it.
And then what?
Till you get a little tug.
Till you get a little. Then what do you do?
All right, so
And just for you guys, Chase is a huge fisherman. So
yeah, fish.
big time. Fishes a lot. You ever fished in a tournament?
Yeah.
How
definitely.
many?
A lot.
How many?
I don't know.
Most people don't fish in tournaments.
It's a rush.
You ever fished in a multi-day tournament?
Yeah, a club tournament.
Club tournament, yeah.
But
You're
they got
fisherman.
them all over.
Yeah, I know.
So if anybody wants to take me fishing, I'll be happy to go.
He'll go. We'll go mega fishing.
So let's get so the day before, typically the day before, you want to put out some signs. All right, not all your 20 or 30. You want to put out some because some might go missing. But so the morning of, you want to get out and you want to map out. So how you get to the house, if you're using maps, you put a sign on every corner, every intersection, big intersection. You want to try to put 4 signs on it just to get people amazed to be like, what kind of open house is this? It ain't like the regular open houses around here where you see like 1 or 2 signs out with a little balloon.
Yeah.
You went. And let's talk about the signs. I want to talk about the signs.
Yeah.
So you want to have some kind of value on the signs that I think helps a lot. Not just open house. I kind of have a pet peeve of people who put the open house signs and they have, they showcasing their self, the agent, and they got their phone number on it and everything like that. That brings no value to people who looking for houses. Okay, it's the directional signs. So the signs I use is the big bright yellow signs.
Yeah.
The directional signs, and it says must see, free list of area homes. I think that brings value, even if they won't like the house. It gives them a second option to be like, oh, I can see other houses by going just to this one house. A lot of people just stop by and get the free list of homes.
All right, so we got the good sign, the yellow sign. You're promoting it now. You got the nice signs out, and how many would you say on average you're putting out?
You want to put out like 20, 30 signs.
20, 30, okay. 20, 30 signs. You got your signs out day of. You have your sign out. So here's kind of the timeline. We're getting our ads up. We're getting it scheduled. We're going out, getting the sign out in front of the house so that we tell the neighbors if we want to go ahead and try to leverage that as a way to talk to people in the neighborhood. We're inviting people to the open house, whether that's a door hanger or knocking on the door. I would prefer circle prospecting. And then you're targeting everybody with these lead ads. You could do custom audiences, but that's a whole nother story. Then the day of, you're putting out a few signs, but the day of, you're getting all your signs out. You're working backwards, going to the main intersections, making sure you really get the attention of the marketplace. And you got the nice yellow signs with the value proposition on why they should come, even if they don't like the house. What's in it for them, right?
Yeah, what's in it for them?
Love
Not
it.
just seeing a open house because they're gonna have a lot of open houses this weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
So these signs, the free list of area homes or whatever you sign, whatever kind of value you want to add, just brings more people in it.
Love it, man.
Yeah. So so the time of the open house, I bought a big 11-foot flag, open house flag. That you could see from space.
What color is it?
Red, white, and blue, man.
Nice.
But yeah, so inexpensive too, and it's pretty awesome. I get a lot of compliments on the sign.
So
the flag.
You hang the flag.
Hang the flag, let it fly in the wind, and just draw people in, man.
Draw them in.
Draw them in.
What's the most you've ever had at one of your open houses? Most people.
Close to 30.
So you've had 30 people. That doesn't include your leads.
Correct. Doesn't include the leads.
Right. So I mean, that's a lot of contacts on a weekly basis to be then working through.
Yeah.
You pick up any sellers?
Yeah, you do pick up sellers.
And one thing you said to me is that that you found that higher end open houses tend to have
Yeah.
Um,
Tend to have so people looking higher end, like going back to this house on a lake where it all started, where the light bulb clicked for me. The house was a $630,000 house, which the average price point around here is around 300, 350. So a little bit higher end. And before that, I was only doing the low end because I figured, I'm do the low end because they got more people looking for low end houses. But I did this higher end house, and it had a good turnout. They had 8 people show up, not too many, but 6 out of the 8 people wasn't working with a real estate agent.
Holy moly!
So it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, and it it flipped the switch in my head. It was like, man, I should be working everything over 400,000, so get the higher price point.
Yeah. And truthfully, in some areas that's the medium home sale price. That's not too. I mean, that you're not good. You're not doing small ones. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for around here, it's it's bigger than the average.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than the average. There you go. Any other final pointers?
Final pointers is just the open house. If it's slow, call people. Oh, all right, I forgot something totally. So during the open house, you want to do live video. You want to take a video that you're there, and you put it on everywhere. You put a live video on your Facebook, then you post that to the page you had the event on. You post that to the other page that you ran the ad on, just to let people know you're at the open house, it's live, and come check it out.
That's a good one. You don't want to forget that one.
No.
Yeah, those stack up over time.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, man. Anything I forgot to ask you about?
No.
No? How about the raccoon? Want to talk about that later?
I got it in a sauce piquant right now.
A what?
A sauce piquant, man.
What's a sauce piquant?
It's like a stew.
Oh,
a Cajun stew.
You really eat raccoon?
No, I ate it like twice. Eat rabbit and stuff.
Oh, okay.
A rabbit sauce piquant. That's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. If you've never listen, if you want some rabbit, you want some raccoon, or maybe you just want some leads. Make sure you check out doing that ultimate open house, and go check us out on Facebook at Join Get Money Now. Man, I appreciate you jumping on today, sharing your little words of wisdom around the ultimate open house. You're definitely doing the digital, online, offline, land, sea, and air.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming out.
No problem.
All right, brother.
All right, later.
Later.